storytelling website and explain what I do with it. So basically, I meet people and foreigners living in Istanbul, and I tell the stories. Pretty simple. And then someone in the audience asked me, are you planning on using more visual storytelling? I checked your website, it's nice, I love your portrait and everything, but are you going to use more visual storytelling? And I said, yeah, I'm working on it, actually, it's a good idea, and why not? And then I went home and I told myself, Jennifer, why did you like this guy? Because the truth is, I don't like visual storytelling. And the reason why I don't like it is because I feel that when we consume visual storytelling, actually we're sitting and we are just consuming whatever is thrown at us, and our brain is not really functioning. And especially, I don't know, it's because I'm not living in the mighty Western world for 2 years, but I realized that whenever I watch anything online or video, this is what I see. This is the portrayal of this woman. Doesn't look like, okay, all the beautiful women that I know. Refugee crisis, and we have to be sad. And let's not question how the timing of this picture is so perfect, because this is not the point of it, right? And as a young and single woman, my duty is to be comfortable with myself and my body, and yes, and let's sleep with everyone, and if I don't feel comfortable with that, well, perhaps it's because I have a problem, or not. And recently, I have to say that all these videos and everything and constant harassment of visual storytelling made me feel this way. Felt a little bit overwhelmed, and I decided to just stop videos. Whenever I see video, I just freak out. And I'm just like, no more videos, please. But you can ask. But are words less misleading? Because you can say, you can argue that, but you can use your word to manipulate someone, to tell the story that you want to say. And I'll say, yes, actually it is true. But then ask myself, how will I use my words in order to transcribe people's story in a most authentic way? And what I do when I portray someone, when I actually meet with someone, this is what I do. First of all, I try to re-establish some equality. So it's not just about me telling a story and people who just consume it. I try to make sure that me as a storyteller and the person I'm going to interview, we have some kind of equality. So the person chooses the place where we meet. So then, I don't come with an agenda because I don't know, I haven't chosen the place. And then when they ask me, what do you want to talk about? I said, what do you want to talk about? And I know that whatever conversation we have, there's always something that will come up, because my only concern is not to come and say, oh, I'm going to interview Nurai, okay, she has a nice dress, so I'm going to do something about fashion. No. Whatever Nurai wants to talk about, we will talk about, and I always feel rewarded when someone tells me, Jennifer, I'm happy because this is exactly what I meant. You didn't come and put your twist. And I feel very humble with that. So yeah. But also, when I write my own stories, what I do is that, yes, these are my words. So then you can say, oh, you try not to manipulate us with your words. But this is the beauty of reading, is that whenever you read something, it doesn't matter which word I use, because when you're going to read it, you will have your own interpretation. Regardless which spin, which word I'm trying to put, you will have your own twist on it. And this is why I decided to become a writer, because when I was a kid, I was amazed by the endless possibilities that I had whenever I was reading something. I could just read something and have my own idea. So now, let's try something. before the meeting, I gave Najib a piece of paper in which I wrote information about someone that I profiled recently. And what it says, it's a guess brigade. So this person studied mechanical engineering because she or he loves cars, learned English by reading tons of books, has a notebook in which he or she writes random things about people, and think that women should be empowered and empower each other. So now I'm going to ask Nigel, ask him to guess the age, the race, and the gender of the person. Nigel, what do you think? And you guys can play also. Think about what you think and tell me during the break.
I guess that person is a she,
Okay.
between the age of 25 to 35.
Mhm.
I cannot guess the race, and I cannot guess what nationality. What did you ask?
Okay.
What was the fourth
No, there
question?
was no fourth. Alright. This is Iman. She's 20 years old and she's from Addis Ababa. And I don't know about you, but when I think about mechanical engineering, someone who loves cars and who wants to do automobile engineering, I don't think about her. But I spent 2 hours with her and she told me so much about feminism, more than I ever learned in my 28 years living in the Western world and listening to Beyonce. So now, how do we get rid of our visual addiction? And you will have an extra assignment for the next week. What you can do is that wake up earlier and try to read. Instead of jumping on Instagram and Facebook, try to read for 15 minutes and see. If you don't like to read, what about writing your goals for the day? If not, what about talk to yourself? I know it sounds crazy, but trust me, it's really good. Tell you that you're great and you're going to rock the day. Try that, come back to me, and who knows, perhaps I will write about it. Thank you.